So I just had this thought of me screaming after the one. I go for 3, 2, 1. Ah! It's just for no reason. Well, can you believe that? Season 2 of The Rough Cut. We're here, we're back, and our set's looking pretty different today as well.
It's looking a lot brighter now.
Yeah. I mean, we've got nice little posters and things behind us, you know.
Yep.
I'm TV and you're film.
Film. I'm film.
You are just film. That is what you are.
I got The Godfather behind me. I got Hot Fuzz as well right there.
You're looking on the view. You can just turn around and see it.
Yeah, but they can't see it.
Yes, they can.
Well, they can't see it behind my head.
Okay, whatever. This is The Rough Cut. This is a show where we talk about films and review them and just really take the mick out of them, really.
Yeah, because they deserve to be.
Yeah.
They all deserve to be taken the mick out of.
Indeed. I'm Andre. If you can't remember from last time round, or if this is your first time, hello and welcome.
Yeah.
So I'm Andre, and this is Louis over here. He is basically like the like the evil mastermind of film reviews in many ways. And joining us today is a very grainy Mr. Tommy Wiseau.
Yep.
Because like any predictable film review movie show that does reviews on bad films, obviously we couldn't do a season without doing The Room.
Yep.
It had to be done.
It has to be done.
So we're doing it straight off the bat.
Yeah, mandatory. I advocated for this. To start off with, it's The Room. What more can we say? It is The Room.
It is definitely, do you know what, Louis? It takes place in a room. This is true. So, you know what, the film's not incorrect.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first film that anyone thinks of when they say, what is your favorite worst film ever made?
Indeed. It is iconic.
Yes.
As the worst film of all time.
It is iconic. And we have seen it ourselves. We wouldn't be doing our jobs right if we didn't see it. And we can say for absolute certainty that it is just so bad.
Shit, yes.
Yeah, it's shit.
It is
but
shit.
It is also so fucking funny.
Yes.
It is absolutely hilarious.
So funny.
So, the plot now.
The plot. Well, I mean, how long do you want to take? How do you explain The Room?
I don't know. I've written here that I just don't know how you explain this fucking thing. As best as I can possibly describe this plot, a guy named Johnny who has a fiancée called Lisa. She cheats on him with Johnny's best friend Mark.
Right. Okay. I'm just trying to build this triangle in my head.
Yeah,
Right now. So
and
she's with Mark. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's basically the crux of it. It's like it's a love triangle.
What a great concept for a film? ?
Yeah. A concept that has been done so many times.
Yeah, but I mean, in the hands of Mr. Tommy Wiseau, surely it can't be that bad.
It surely can't be.
Surely.
That is simply the plot. And I know there is a beginning. It begins like this.
Hi, babe.
And this is how the film ends.
Jesus Christ.
Right over there.
You've never watched The Room
before.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That is how it ends. That's how it ends. He sticks a bullet right in his fucking mouth.
Yeah. So we should give context. Our floor manager's here in the room today. And he's
And Jamie
never
set this all up.
Never seen The Room before.
Never seen The Room. Which is actually fair because not many people can access this film.
That's the thing, yeah. It took us a while to find this film when we were doing some research for it.
I had to import it from America or something.
You had to get like a physical Blu-ray for it.
Yes, I did.
Which was bizarre, but you know, you got to find it in some way.
Yeah, exactly. We really can't emphasize how much you do need to watch this film to fully understand how incomprehensible it is.
The clips that you see on YouTube, even today, don't do justice to the trashness of this film.
Yeah.
Can I tell a story of when we were watching this?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Maybe I was having a bad day or something, but like I don't know, like I was enjoying the film up to a point.
Yes,
the shittiness of it, but then like At some point, I just had enough of like the terrible editing, the random cuts to nothing, and everything just out of order. I thought the Blu-ray had fucked up, quite frankly.
Yeah. Although I think it also did fuck up because we did not get an official version. I had to get what was called the Highmark edition or the.
Yeah, that doesn't sound official.
I don't think it was. I should have brought in the case, but
it's a very rare film to find, quite weirdly.
It is, strangely enough.
But at some point I just had enough, and I almost like threw a fit over how shit the film was. Like, why would you release this? It's terrible.
I pissed myself laughing watching you rant for a good 5 minutes about this.
I wish we'd recorded that because it was
our initial
I had a
viewing.
full-blown meltdown.
Our initial viewing was so funny, and in the middle there is just a bunch of incomprehensible scenes jotted in together. Like when you say you see all the scenes out of context, most of them are seemingly were filmed out of context.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
There's no connection binding them all together.
No.
It's just, here's a scene, and then here's a scene, that scene ends, and then here's another scene.
And because Tommy just thinks that's how films work.
Yeah, exactly. And there's also a lot of scenes like this one, for example, where you could cut it out and you'd lose nothing.
Oh, that's a very interesting story. When I moved to San Francisco.
That's very interesting, Mark.
Did he improv this entire thing?
I like to think he might have done.
Anyway,
that's how we met.
So, I mean, what's the interesting part?
yeah, that you speak on behalf of all of us.
The dude broke character just to say that.
Yeah. So what's the interesting part, dude?
Yeah.
Do you know what, that should be the slogan for the room. The room. So what's the interesting part?
And there are conversations like this, for example, that happen 3 times, even though you get it once, and you're wondering, why are you talking about this again?
Mom, I don't love Johnny anymore.
I'm not in love with him.
And we hear that like so many times in the movie as well.
They have this conversation 3 times.
3 times.
3 times. And I swear they're within a half an hour of each other.
Yeah, I think it seems that when you don't have a full-length feature film, you do resort to measures like that. But Tommy Wiseau is shameless.
He is absolutely shameless. He's like,
just repeat the same shit over and over again.
I really have to think that somebody looked at it and said, "We've done this before. Am I going crazy here?" It's like, this is intentional.
He just did copy paste on the scripts just for the whole time.
More or less. It's shameless, really.
Absolutely shameless.
Also, talking about the terrible pacing, oh my god. There are also scattered around this film the most uncomfortable sex scenes you will ever see.
Right, how much of this can we show on YouTube?
I have not put any of the sex scenes on here.
Oh, thank the Lord for that.
There is not 1, there is not 2, there is not 3, but 4 sex scenes in the first half an hour of this fucking film. I swear to God, I counted them. I went back, watched it, and was like, these are so poorly paced out. Like,
well, poorly paced. I mean, why?
Poorly spread out. Yeah, but you could be forgiven thinking this is a really cheap porno.
Yeah, I mean, quite frankly, yeah.
Yeah, and let me just say right now, you do see Mr. Wiseau's ass in this.
Oh God, you do. Yeah, you obviously we are not going to show you that because, I mean, number one,
we don't want to scar
sanity.
you for life.
Yeah, number 1, sanity. But number 2, YouTube, creative capital would die there and then.
Yeah, because it is a horrifying sight, not just because of sexual means, but because it's just horrifying to look at.
It is, yeah.
That's the plot.
That's the plot.
That's the plot.
The plot is sexy.
The plot is sex scenes. They go from one scene to another.
There's a little bit of drama in between.
There's a little bit of drama in between them. Okay, so the characters.
Well, I guess we've got to start with Tommy Johnny.
Yeah, Tommy Johnny.
Yeah.
Played by Tommy Wiseau.
Yes.
You can tell he's in this film because he's credited how many times?
Like 15,000 times in the first 3 minutes.
He's the executive producer, the director. Was he the casting agent?
Probably. He was the everything person.
And he was the main star. So that is a maximum of 5 roles this man had.
Basically, yeah.
Oh yeah, and the writer as well.
Oh yeah, and the writer, yeah. Just for good measure.
Yeah, just for good measure. The double hat trick of roles for a film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that the man is supernatural. I mean, look at the guy.
Yeah, like I get the feeling that he got like a DSLR camera or whatever,
Yeah.
just took that in portrait mode, and he wasn't ready for the shot that he was taking by himself, and he just looked at it and was like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, put that out.
What is he trying to do there? Is it trying like a smolder?
He's trying to be sexy.
No, it's like a smolder or something like.
The Room. Come and see it on cinema.
Trying to do the Rock smolder.
Yeah, only The Rock can do that though. That's where he went wrong.
Shut up, bitch!
There are two ways that people will describe him. He is either a good man or boring. And unfortunately, he is neither.
Yeah.
Here's him interacting with how he calls it, his future wife.
Future wife.
You're lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
Why are you so hysterical?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does not come across well in that scene.
No, he well, does he come across in any scene well?
No, not really. Both with his acting skills and the fact that he just sort of droops in, just sort of like, hi, how's it going? Ha 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 ha.
That scene there is somehow the most amount of effort and simultaneously the least amount of effort he could have put in
Yeah, you
one
can really
go.
see him putting the effort into his arm movements.
Tearing me apart, Lisa.
No, how it's edited is that it looks like they had to cut before that. It's like, okay, you really gotta put your back into this bit.
And that was as much as he could do.
You want acting? I'll show you acting. You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
And that was the most. Yeah, he was like pent up anger over time.
It's like, no, he used the rage of everyone's criticism to really get into character.
Really put it in there.
He's also psychopathic. There's one way I would describe him. He has an extremely dark sense of humor.
Is that what you'd say?
Yeah, listen to this.
I used to know a girl. She had a dozen guys. One of them found out about it, beat her up so bad she ended up in a hospital on Guerrero Street.
What a story, Mark.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Jesus, no sympathy.
Yeah, I don't think we need to explain to you how much that isn't funny.
Yeah, that's not funny. No.
None of that story is funny at all.
No.
There is one bit that we both agreed on where he kind of looked like he was actually acting.
Yeah.
And that's this bit right here.
Relationships never work. I don't know why I waste my time.
What makes you say that?
It's not that easy, Johnny.
Well, you should be happy, Mark.
That bit was
right
actually
there.
not
That
bad.
bit, yeah, it's like when we both saw it, I was like, hold on, did he just act?
Yeah. It was kind of just out of nowhere. It's like, wow.
It's out of the blue. It's like it's one subtle bit where he's actually conveying subtle emotion.
It's like maybe there's something there.
Yeah, there's maybe something there. There's some good acting until this part.
I cannot tell you, it's confidential.
Oh, come on, why not?
No, I can't. Anyway, how is your sex life?
Come on. You
Yeah.
did your
come
one
on,
little
Mark.
fine bit of like acting genius. And then straight into, anyway, how was your sex life?
We can move on to Mark, played by Greg Sestero. You said he was a good actor.
I think, well, I mean, okay, right, fine. Compared to, the thing is, right, compared to Tommy Wiseau, if you take Tommy Wiseau out of the picture, maybe you could say that they're not like the most amazing, but this is Greg helping a friend out here.
Yes, he
He's
is.
not necessarily an actor.
I just want to ask you, what is Mark to Johnny?
A forbidden love.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's
that
very
was
stupid.
that was the real hidden secret in the room. It was a hidden love story between Johnny and Mark.
I mean, it feels like it at times a little bit.
Yeah, the way they bang on about each other. Johnny's
Yeah.
my best friend.
That was my best friend.
He's my best friend.
I don't want anything to happen to him.
Yeah. Mark, I would say, is a bit of a dumbass.
Well, who wrote Mark?
That's true. But Tommy wrote him
As like an intelligent being.
Wrote him to not see obvious signs like this.
I like you very much. Lover boy.
What are you doing this for?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing this for? Why are you
Stop.
groping me?
Do they have a sex scene?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
fucking- yeah,
yes.
they
They have
do
a
as
sex
well.
scene.
Yeah.
This is the sex scene.
This is the start of it.
This is the
Wait,
start.
No,
This is the
I
start of
thought
it.
you said you had no clips
This is
of
the
this.
start of it. Don't worry, nothing's
The start of the
shown.
scene is still a scene.
Yeah. Look, I mean, if Mark couldn't figure out what was going on there, I have no hope for the man.
Yeah, I mean, he's about to, do the unholy dance, as Sam Smith would say.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even know it's happening right in front of him.
Yeah, because
What are you doing?
Yeah,
Stop.
I mean, as soon as a woman sits herself on the arm of the chair that you were sitting on and says, I like you, lover boy.
Oh, it's worse coming out of you, Louis.
Yeah, but it wasn't any better coming out of her mouth.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, let's talk about Lisa, played by.
Can I come round to see her name?
Yeah, you might. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Juliette Danielle. At least I want you to give her credit.
Yeah, Juliette. Yeah,
Juliette Danielle. She did a fine job for what she was. For the cards she was dealt.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I do in a way feel bad for her because, as I said earlier, most of the sex scenes, she's in them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I kind of describe a lot of this film as Tommy knows women, definitely.
Yeah, especially this one. She makes her look terrible.
Yeah.
Just for a bit of context for this scene, she is dancing with her fiance's best friend while at a party for her fiance. And Tommy, for how weird he is, he can see right through this.
Yeah.
You're my future wife. What are you doing, Lisa?
Hey, future wife, what are you doing dancing with my best friend? Yeah, throughout this film, Lisa is just not made to look good at all. Like, it's like
I think you could like say that for most of the characters, but yes, she is not made out to look good.
Yeah, this is right after Tommy has a fight with Mark.
Don't worry about Johnny. He's just.
Don't worry
Tommy
about
is
it.
right in that bathroom.
Yeah.
He is within earshot of this conversation.
And he's listening. I don't blame the man. He's listening in. I mean, she must know. It must be an antagonizing
It is. It definitely is.
Why don't you ditch this creep?
That is such a U-turn from Mr. Greg Sestero. Well, for his character anyway.
No, he's being honest. He's being honest.
Yeah, no, that was his honest moment.
Again,
that wasn't him acting.
That was it. That was him just being honest.
I think you should ditch this creep.
There are other characters like Danny, for example.
Oh, do we got to talk about him?
Yeah, well, no, it's brief. All right, I'm just going to sum it up very briefly. He does drugs. What kind of drugs does he do? Doesn't matter.
yeah.
He also makes money. How does he make money? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Why is he in this film? Doesn't
Don't
matter.
worry
No, it
about
does
it.
actually matter.
It does actually kind of matter.
Because he has so many scenes where he just walks into the room.
I'll just say quickly, you don't even need to play a clip. This still really says it all.
Yeah.
For some reason, this guy is what, like 20?
Yeah,
23?
he's
in
about
his
our
20s.
age.
He's about our age. And he's playing whoever that has the mentality of like a bloody 12-year-old.
I have a theory that Tommy may have written this character to be a lot younger than they cast him as.
And then they just had to settle with him.
They just had to settle with this guy.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't work, and it's the creepiest
It doesn't
thing
work,
ever.
especially before the first sex scene.
He wants to join them.
Yes.
I mean, there's no way of sugarcoating it. He wants to just join them as they do it.
And Tommy's reaction to that is, freeze the crowd, ha ha ha. Next character. Probably my favourite character of this entire film is.
Are you being serious?
Is Lisa's mum? No, I am being deadly serious because she has the best lines.
Hello. What are these characters doing here?
Yeah, that is such a perfect line.
I think you know they were being filmed secretly.
Yeah.
You know they were already filming a thing, and she goes, "What are these characters doing here?" And Tom was like, "Yes, put that in."
It's like it really is. She just broke the fourth wall. It's like what are these characters doing here? And to be perfectly frank, those characters show up. They have sex
for no reason.
For no reason, they have sex on Johnny's couch, and Lisa and her mum fucking walks in on them.
Tommy's mind works in multiple dimensions.
I think he's just.
We can't even
I feel like he was
fathom.
just horny writing this. And that's all the characters of importance. Let's be honest.
Yes, let's be fair. Everyone else is just.
Okay, so we're gonna change. We decided to change the format of this show. So the next bit is gonna be about what we would change about a film.
Yeah.
Everything. But I would say nothing.
Okay, fair enough.
No, seriously, I changed nothing about this film.
You've really changed nothing. Okay,
this film's perfect as is.
I'm sure it is, but do tell why.
Because it's just too funny.
Oh, thanks for that great conversation there.
Change Shrek, but not the room.
Yeah, but the room is just full of so many perfect moments that you just can't replicate.
And Shrek isn't.
Oh, whatever. Let's just move on. So, what would you change, actually, out of sheer curiosity?
The thing is, now, well, in 2003 when it came out, I'm sure, you know, it would be better as an actual serious drama film that it was intended to be.
Yeah.
But obviously, this film has had so much iconic kind of pop culture and history around it that I guess it doesn't need to be changed anymore. It says something that the King Prince Charles cinema, because I have no idea what you call that cinema now, in I think Leicester Square or Regent Street, wherever it is, they every month and a lot of cinemas around the world, actually, the independent ones especially, they showed this film with like a celebration of this film. They play it out in full on the big screen. And you just have all these fans coming in, they shout the quotes out, and for whatever reason, because a little fun fact about this film, Tommy bought picture frames and the placeholder is spoons.
He forgot to put frames. He forgot to put pictures in them, and for some reason they just had spoons in them.
Yeah, and that was the film picture. And for some reason now everyone just comes to the cinema just to throw spoons at the screen every time they see a spoon.
Yeah, it's
the funniest thing.
Like, oh hi Mark, yeah.
So given that the film has given so much of that to the world and to the funny side of cinema, I guess I wouldn't change much.
Yeah, you really can't. You can't replicate this.
It's a masterpiece for very much the wrong reasons.
Yes, exactly. So
very much.
Without things to change, we might as well just go on to the technicals.
Oh, we're adding another bit on.
But no, that bit was just meant to be like a little small gag.
Yeah,
true. The technicals. Fuck me, where do we start?
What do you mean by the technicals for this though?
Everything. So,
well, I mean, everything's wrong.
Yeah, everything is wrong.
That could be summed up in like 5 seconds. The technicals. Everything is wrong.
Yeah.
If you're training to become a cameraman or a technician in the film industry, do not follow this film, please.
Especially if you're an editor, because you get scenes like this which do not flow well together.
No.
Don't call me that.
Don't call me that.
I did not hit her. It's not true.
And now you know what film we're talking about.
Yes, exactly. If you didn't know, now you know.
That's the very film.
Yeah, but that iconic scene, and I don't know if this is because of the edition that I had, but that scene is spliced together with that scene, and they don't flow together.
They don't flow at all. I mean, most of them don't flow, but that one especially.
We had to do a double take. Like,
is that supposed to be there?
Yeah, is that supposed to be there? It did not feel right at all.
It really is that bad when you watch it.
Yeah, you can't describe how badly edited this is.
Yeah, it is bad.
Not to mention that for some reason the roof scenes are all green screened. You can tell with this shot right here.
Oh yeah.
It sometimes. Sometimes it look fine, but other times like that, it just looks awful.
Yeah, it's weird how it's good and bad.
And then there are classic continuity errors. This is the best example. This sums up the entire editing problem right here.
Yes. It might be very slight for the average viewer, but you never double fall, do you?
Yeah, there was just like what he was doing, it looked like he was doing like a press up. He was straight up doing a push-up on the ground. It's like all right, one.
That's not really falling.
Yeah,
that's almost cowardly, I would say personally, but you know.
Actually, you know what? Before we move on, we talked about this briefly, but the cultural impact that this film has had can't really be understated.
No, and I think that will definitely reflect the scores for me.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10, but not for the cinematic.
Yeah, exactly. Because on a filmmaking standpoint, it is so bad. It is undefendable. Everything about it is wrong. Yeah, that's a word. But,
it is a word.
Yeah, but nothing about it can be defended.
Yeah.
But when you take away the cultural impact, the funny stuff, and hell, even if it was made the way it was intended as a drama, it would kind of be forgotten about.
Yeah, it would be forgotten about.
So without all these things that went wrong, this film would not be as well known as it is. So for a filmmaking standpoint, I'm giving this
a 0, basically.
A 1 out of 5, because there's some basic good things, like the camera, for example, it's fine.
Yeah.
But on a purely entertainment standpoint, and I'm going to say this also, watch it with a friend.
Yes.
It is a 5 out of 5.
Oh, 100%.
It is.
Yeah.
It was so funny watching this with you.
Yeah. No, it was definitely an experience, we'll say.
Exactly.
And now we have the Blu-ray forever.
Exactly.
And what more could you ask for?
Yeah. Although it does crash every now and again.
It crashed our PlayStation. So
Yeah.
that was nice.
That was nice.
Yeah, it just rebooted, so that's all right. But that is
the
Rough
Room.
Cut. That is The Room, and that is the season premiere of The Rough Cut for season 2.
Yeah.
I hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed. We'll be back soon with another episode and another iconic film of some sort. And we shall, from me and Louis.
Yep.
From me and Louis, even.
Yes,
we shall see you around. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
See you around. expected that at the end, really.